In this video, I am going to talk about one of the huge mistakes that Bradley is making in one of his marketing funnels that'll end up costing him time, money, and his own brand reputation. Now, how I know he's making this mistake, I saw Iman do the exact same thing. So when I was on Iman Gadzhi's team for about 3 years, I was around for the times when his company was making a fuck ton of money, but I was also around for the times when things slowed down a bit. So hopefully, you guys could use this as a tool to learn from rather than making the same mistakes that they did. All right, you guys, now let's dive into the good stuff. And I will jump into it right away. So, this is an advertisement that I've seen kind of all over the place. It seems like Bradley is scaling this super hard and dumping a lot of money into ad spend. Now, starting off, I'm going to allow you guys to read the landing page that it takes people to. Get your own idea on what you think this is for, and then I will tell you exactly what it's for. So I'll read it off. Bradley, get hired as a remote high ticket closer. You must have the desire to make at least $250,000 per year. Must be willing to train, learn, and develop into a badass. Now, if you're interested in working with me as a remote closer, sign up below now. Then it takes you to quite a few application questions that are exactly the type of questions you'd ask to jump on an interview for any type of sales role. So, what do you think this is for? And I'll give you a second. What I think it's for, I thought, cool. Bradley is hiring closers to his team with on-target earnings of $250,000 per year. I actually had about 4 people send me this exact landing page saying, yo, Bradley's looking for a closer. Should I apply? Should I apply? Should I apply? And I read it and said, yeah, it's probably a good role. Now, what this is actually for is to sell you a $6,000 sales coaching program. So why is this wrong? Starting off, you guys, I will tell you a bit of a story. When I was on Iman's team about a year and a half in, we tried a new sales process, a new setting system. Essentially what we did, Iman had a spare Instagram account where he would do business Q&As and ask questions for people who want to start an agency or people who already have an agency that were looking to scale. Essentially what they would do is use that to build some goodwill, and the setters would come in and set those calls or those people to jump on calls with the closer. They would frame the calls as a free coaching call. Okay, so they would say, hey, jump on a call with one of Iman's top guys. He knows his shit when it comes to running an agency, and he will help you either scale the agency you currently have or give you some free value on how to start an agency from scratch. And it worked. I was getting at least like 10 to 12 calls per day. But here's the thing. It was the worst 2 weeks in my entire experience closing as far as close percentages. And why is that? Nobody came in to buy. If you tell people that this call is for free coaching and free value, they will come in for free coaching and free value. And it was completely disingenuous. It was hurting Iman's brand at the end of the day. For them to come onto a call expecting a free coaching call, and then for me to try and reverse engineer the conversation so that I could sell them something at the end of that call. And it didn't work. You know, what ended up happening, luckily, I communicated back with Paul Daly, and within 2 weeks, we changed it around to change expectations of the call. And it's the same thing with what Bradley is doing here. There's 3 things that he's doing wrong with this funnel. Okay, he is wasting the time of his sales reps that are getting people coming onto the call thinking this is an interview to be onto his team. He's also wasting his own money by scaling ads in the incorrect direction. And what I mean by that is people double down on processes that they think is working. So he's probably getting a low cost per lead, a low cost per click. He's thinking, cool, this is working. So he's pouring money into it and scaling it. Calendars are filling up, but everybody who comes onto the call is expecting this to be an interview to get hired onto his team. He even doubles down throughout the process, you guys. Here's the 3-step process that he's using. He has the landing page, which I just showed you, and then an automation saying, congratulations, we received your application. You're a great fit. Book a call to go on to an interview. And then he triples down on it by having a pre-call prep video where he's selling people to be a closer on his team. And then at the end of the day, people are jumping on the call and he's saying, hey, this is a $6,000 sales coaching training package and so forth. And you could even watch this, landing page if you guys want to here. But, kind of the issue with this, you guys, is like I said, one, he's wasting time of people on his team. Number two is he's wasting money by scaling ads in a direction that won't work. And number three, he's damaging his own brand. I actually had a friend of mine who jumped on an interview for this. He has a lot of sales experience. He makes good money. And he was genuinely pissed that he wasted his time to get on this call just for the closer to be like, you're a great fit to be on the team here. Let me break down the $6,000 package that we're looking for you to buy from us. And the thing is, even the friend of mine who jumped on that interview, he makes a lot of money and he's a good fit for anything that Brad has to sell in the future, whether it's masterminds or coaching packages and so forth. And now the chances of this guy ever buying anything from Brad in the future has probably decreased by 50%, if not 100%. For anything Brad has to sell in the future, just by him making this marketing mistake. It's just being disingenuous at the end of the day, and confused buyers never buy. If you get people on a call thinking this is a free value coaching call, or this is an interview for a $250,000 offer, and then you try and sell them something at the end, they are a confused buyer who will not buy. And on paper, maybe you can make a couple bucks from this, but at the end of the day, this is not something that's scalable or something that he could be able to do long term. It's a short-term play that he's going to waste time, waste money, and damage his own reputation. Damn it, you guys, my laptop died. But if you could pull one thing from this, let's quote the big dog, Big Mosey. You only get one reputation, and after you damage it, it is fucking hard to build that thing back up. So Bradley could get the exact same results, if not 100 times better, by saying, this is who we are, this is what we help you with, and here's 50 testimonials of me doing the same thing with other people.